Good evening, everyone. I want to say a pleasant welcome to all of you for the 12th Annual Utica College Pioneer Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony and Senior Student Athlete Recognition. I'm your host tonight, Jason Paulus, news anchor at WKTV News Channel 2 here in Utica, and it is my great privilege to once again be your Master of Ceremonies this year. Thank you. Tonight, we gather to celebrate and enshrine 3 individuals and 1 team for their unique backgrounds, talents, and accomplishments, as well as for their shared commitment to the spirit and values of athletic competition here at Utica College. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce a gentleman who embraces and promotes these values every day here at UC, Athletic Director Dave Fontaine.
Hello, everybody. On behalf of our athletic department, I'd like to again extend a warm welcome to everybody to the 12th Annual Utica College Hall of Fame and Student Athlete Recognition. To the Board of Trustees in attendance, President Casamento, our senior leadership team, and any past Hall of Fame inductees, we want to say thank you for your continued support of Utica College and in particular our athletic programs. A special thanks to our presenting sponsors, Adirondack Bank, BSN Sports, and Rich DiLiberto, and Dupli, Envelopes, and Graphics. So we thank you very much for that. And anytime you have an event like this where you turn a gymnasium into a pretty nice banquet center here, there's a lot of people involved and a lot of people that have earned some recognition and some thanks. So a special thank you goes out to Gil Bergmaster, our Office of Sports Information, George Nemi, his staff in the Office of Marketing and Advancement, of course Sodexo for their food service, the Utica College facilities for setting all of this up, and Matt Carr and his IITS group as well for setting up all of the audio here and the visual and things of that nature. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all of our coaches, both head coaches and assistants, all of our training staff, many times who, they do so much and put in countless hours and don't get the credit that they deserve. And of course, all of our game management that work hard to try to provide the best experience for all of our student athletes. So without them, these things don't happen. Our student athletes don't stay fit and directed, and a lot of times they go unnoticed. So a special thank you to them, and congratulations to you all. And certainly a congratulations to our 2019 class, to Andrew Banquet, to Bridgette Plummer, Devin, Crawell, and of course the 2012-13 men's ice hockey team. Your accomplishments in your respective sports are something to aspire to for all of us here, and it makes you true pioneers. So it's not only what you've done in your respective sports, but especially what you're doing now in your careers. So we're looking forward to hearing from you shortly up here at the podium. To the senior student athletes, your families and guests, thank you for your commitment, your dedication, and your support of our athletic programs. Know that you're leaving Utica College a better place than what you found it. And know that you will always be welcomed here, for sure. So, and we'll recognize you a little bit later in the event. As is our tradition here at Utica College, all of our senior student athletes receive a senior gift. And this year, with the efforts of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, the student athletes will also be receiving a graduation cord. So it will look something like this here. This was an initiative, again, by our Student Athlete Advisory Committee. You would wear this on commencement day around your neck to recognize you as a student athlete. At this time, and this is the best venue to do this, it's to recognize some of our accomplishments that we've had this past year. And we've had a few, so grab a drink, relax for just a second. I'll be as quick as I can, but I want to recognize all of our accomplishments. I'll start in the fall and work our way through. So starting with cross country, both of our teams this past year became Empire 8 champions, both the men and the women. And Caitlin Stinson was named Empire 8 Runner of the Year and became the second student athlete in our program history to qualify for the NCAA Cross Country Championships. Our Utica's cross country coaching staff, led by Eric Parker, Sam Catterson and Jim Lemieux were also named Empire 8 Cross Country Coaching Staff of the Year. And just hold your applause until the end because we've got a few here. So, our women's soccer team did a great job this year. They went to the Empire 8 Championship for the first time since 2006. The Utica College football team, they claimed the program's first ECAC Bowl game victory over a great game against Utica College up at Cornell University. And freshman quarterback Logan Wilcox this year was named Empire 8 Rookie of the Year. Our women's ice hockey team once again qualified for postseason play for the 17th time in 18 years of the program's history. Our men's hockey team, they advanced to the UCHC championship game, led by goalie Gianluca Bridgette, who was named the UCHC Goalie of the Year. And congratulations to Coach Gary Heenan, who this past year recorded his 250th career victory. 4 indoor track and field student athletes earned NCAA appearances. Keanu Hedrum earned All-American status by placing 3rd in the NCAAs in indoor shot put. Kayshawn Watlington earned All-American status by placing 3rd in the nation in the triple jump. Empire 8 Rookie of the Year, Marquise Simpson qualified for the NCAAs in the long jump. And Kyle Swicky became the first student athlete in program history to qualify for the NCAAs in heptathlon. Our women's lacrosse team did a great job this year. They had a program best set school history by going 13-3 in the regular season, securing the number 2 seed in the Empire 8 tournament. And Coach Kristen St-Hilaire won her 100th career game this year. And Kristen and her staff were named the Empire 8 Coaching Staff of the Year as well. Well deserved. Outdoor track and field had 7 individual Empire 8 champions. On the men's side, Kayshawn Watlington, champion in the long jump. Jordan Smith became a 2-time champion in the javelin. Chase Pecoraro won the pole vault. Mitchell Marlowe was tops in the 1,500 meters. Tyler Sutton won the 800 meters. Zach Leader won the shot put, all Empire 8 champions. And on the women's side, Nicole Herringshaw, who you'll hear from a little later on today, became a 2-time champion in the javelin, and Caroline Castriato won the 100-meter dash. And currently, our baseball team, I don't know how they're faring, but they went to the Empire 8 tournament, and they're playing Game 2 now. I don't know if that's concluded, but congratulations for them for qualifying for the Empire 8 tournament. And all of your successes came after completing countless community service projects throughout the year, achieving a record department GPA of 3.15 with 29 student athletes achieving a perfect 4.0. And for the 4th consecutive year, a student athlete or former student athlete has been named the valedictorian and salutatorian. And this year, both from the men's ice hockey team, Justin Derlago was named the valedictorian and Gianluca Bridgette was named the salutatorian. So congratulations. So I just want to, again, say thank you so much for coming, taking time out of your schedule. It's a great event, and we look forward to your continued successes. And please, for the student athletes, remember, Utica College will always be your home, and we can't thank you enough for everything you've done. Thank you very much, and enjoy the program.
Thank you, Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the video screens for comments from head coach Blaise Fagiano as he helps to induct Andrew Banquet into the Pioneer Hall of Fame. Now, unfortunately, Andrew was unable to be with us tonight, but he did send a special message, which will immediately follow the remarks from Coach Fagiano. Take a look.
My name is Blaise Fagiano. I'm proud to be our head football coach here at Utica College and to be here to induct Andrew Banquet into the Pioneer Hall of Fame. Our first recruiting class, as I came in as our head coach, our second head coach, and to recruit someone like Andrew, he had many choices. He was an outstanding student, one of the top quarterbacks in New York State, was very serious about criminal justice. Definitely knew what he wanted, both academically and athletically. I can remember like it was yesterday when he came up on his visit with his family, came in a full suit on his visit as a freshman. How many guys do that? I remember him really enjoying his meeting with Judge Verkler and the impact he had on him. And just, everything really seemed to fit for Andrew. And the philosophies that we had offensively really fit Andrew's style, along with wanting to be a criminal justice major. It just really was, everything really came together. And it didn't happen right away, for Andrew. He battled that first freshman training camp, and it was tough to make that decision. We had a veteran quarterback that he became very close with, Jared Kite, and to make that decision to go with Andrew over Jared was a tough one. And when Andrew had that opportunity, he was very humble about it and really took that opportunity and ran with it. And he just had a tremendous 4 years. I mean, to start your freshman year and to be the offensive rookie of the year in one of the best conferences in the country, and then finish your senior year as the offensive player of the year in that same conference, just kind of showed his development as a student athlete here. When it came down the field, Andrew was he was a calming influence. So we used to try to get him loosened up and have some more fun. But he was a pretty serious guy, and was the first person in the office on Monday to get the game plan for that week, and was a very driven individual. And to this day, really holds all of our passing records in our school history. The fact that he was a 4-year starter, threw for over 10,000 yards, opposing defensive coordinators cringed when they had to face him. And really helped get our program on the map. His senior year was my first winning season as a head football coach was special to me, and the people that were a part of that. And part of it was just an unbelievable road win at Buff State where we were down 30 points and led us back to it. So it was one of our great wins. And he's really just a unique young man. He definitely would have fun, but he was smart. Instead of being kind of in the party, he was the DJ of the party. Was definitely involved in many things on campus, was always thinking ahead. He was thinking about his internships as a freshman or sophomore. And like Andrew, he did it his way. He didn't just internship at one place. He broke his internship up. I want to get to know as many people in town as possible. Now, Andrew's goal, he always had a goal to go back home to Mamaroneck and be a police officer. That was always his goal. I knew that from day one. And just his path to get there. And not just to be a police officer, but he's always hustling, always looking to improve himself. So we just completed a pretty intense certification program called DRE, Drug Recognition Expert. And that's something that I was very proud of. And so he's always looking to be the next guy. He'll be a chief someday. You know what I mean? He's always going to be moving up. He has that leadership quality about him. And it's just been great to see him and Adriana just go on in their lives and just be successful together, the two of them. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Pioneer Forever, Andrew Banquet.
Good evening to the athletes, the coaches, the parents that are here tonight at the Senior Banquet Hall of Fame induction. First off, I'd like to say my apologies for not being able to be here tonight. I had some obligations. With that being said, what an honor to be inducted into the 2019 Utica College Hall of Fame. With that being said, I'd like to thank a few people for my induction. Number one, Mom and Dad, thank you for everything that you've done for me, growing up, being at all my games. To my wife, Adriana, another Utica College graduate here, and also field hockey, Empire 8 conference champion. She'd kill me if I didn't say that. My family members who countless hours of driving, coming to all my games, thank you very much for the support. Coach Blaise Faggiano, Coach Kirk Fitzpatrick, Coach Jake Dercola, all the other coaches on staff during my 4 years here. Thank you guys very much for the opportunities that you've given me, believing in me, and building up a great program. To my teammates, football is an 11-man sport. Couldn't be able to do this without you. You guys truly made my career and my time here at Utica College extremely special. And to the Hall of Fame committee, I'd like to thank you for the consideration and the ultimate nomination for this 2019 class. With that being said, I leave you seniors off with this note. I remember sitting in your seats 6 years ago at the end of my athletic career thinking, what am I going to do now? How do I move forward? And, you're an athlete. Go out to the real world and compete. You know what you got to do. Take every day as an interview. Take every day as a game. And if you get that job that you want, or if you don't get that job that you want right away. Go out into this world and compete and make this world a better place and make a name for yourself. So I'll leave you off with that, and once again, my apologies for not being able to make it to this ceremony tonight, and have a great rest of your night, and thank you again.
At this time, could we please have Utica College women's basketball head coach Michelle Davis join me on stage to help present our second inductee.
My name is Michelle Davis, and I'm the women's basketball coach at Utica College. And it is my honor tonight to be able to induct Devin Crawell into the Pioneer Hall of Fame. Devin Crawell was one of those program-changing student athletes that you only hope to get. I kind of went after her hard, went to about 7 of her soccer games, I went to about 7 of her basketball games, and about 10 of her softball games while she played at our local high school, VVS. And I really wanted her to come to Utica, and she ended up coming. She came in right away as a freshman, started for us all 4 years, and as a freshman, she helped put us at that next level where we won our first Empire 8 championship in 2008. We went on to play in the NCAAs against Kane University, and we had quite a game against them. I think they were ranked 7th in the country at the time, and we ended up by 2 at half, and we couldn't quite close it out, losing by 6 points, but what an experience, and they put us, that team, and Devin put us on the map. During Devin Crawell's time at Utica College, we made 4 Empire 8 conference tournaments. We also made 2 Empire 8 championship games, which we won in 2008 and 2010. She had a huge steal in about 12 seconds left in the game at Moravian College to seal the win. It was a 1-point game, about 12 seconds left, and we turned the ball over. And Devin came out of nowhere and intercepted a baseball pass and kind of did like a football move where she kind of toe touched along the sideline so she wouldn't go out of bounds, and saved it. And they ended up following us, and we made our 2 free throws to put us up by 3, and that sealed the win for us. But if Devin doesn't get that steal with those 12 seconds left, I don't know what happens. We probably don't win that game. Devin as an individual finished with 1,321 career points, which placed her 5th all-time. Devin finished her career as a 4-time Empire 8 All-Conference selection and finished with 2 Empire 8 championships, 4 Empire 8 appearances. She finished as a 42% three-point shooter as a senior, 35% from the 3 for her career. She finished 3rd all-time with assists. For her career, she was a 78.1% free throw shooter. Hall of Fames are nothing new to Devin Crawell. In 2016, she was honored by VVS High School and inducted into their Athletic Hall of Fame. Devin was probably one of the smartest players I've ever had the opportunity to coach. Her senior year, she was struggling with stress fractures, and she would actually walk into games with a boot on, and I think the other teams got really excited thinking that she wasn't going to be playing that day. But she would take that off and lace her sneakers up, and off she would go and score 12 or 15 points, whatever was in store that night. But as for Devin with her injuries, I really appreciate that she kept pushing through, and we wouldn't have her practice. She actually kind of became a manager during practice for us. She would help us run the clock and keep score. And Devin was one of those players that she didn't even have to go out there and do a dry walk. She knew the plays from sitting on the sideline, and then you would put her right into the game, and she was executing them perfectly. And a lot of those plays were set up for her three-point shot or for her driving to the basket. And to me, that's really, really impressive, because I know that I wouldn't be able to go out myself and do that. So I think that takes a special talent to be able to go out and just know what's going on with the play and to be able to read it. You really have a great basketball IQ. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Devin Crawell.
I would just like to start by saying thank you to everyone being here, especially a thank you to everybody that chose me and felt that I was deserving enough to be in the Hall of Fame. I really do appreciate this honor. I obviously want to thank a few people. I'd like to start out by thanking my parents. They've made countless miles, trips, hotel rooms, spent a lot of money and time. And I actually don't think my parents ever missed a game. They were there for every game since I was probably like 5 years old. And I want to give a special thank you to Coach Davis. If it wasn't for Coach, I actually wouldn't be standing here today accepting this because she's the one that put my name out there to be deserving of this honor. I want to thank you for recruiting me a lot so I could be part of the UC family. Coach Davis believed in me and my athletic abilities to be a part of the UC team. She pushed me to levels I did not think it was possible. From freshman year to senior year, she helped me continue and develop as a player, not only as a player, but also in my academics. She opened up her office for me to come and study, do homework, sleep, get help. She was not just my coach and is not just my coach. She became my friend and mentor and family. To explain my UC team in one word would definitely be family. We did everything together, and we even chose to live together in the same dorms right next to each other. Where one of us were was always another teammate. I've never been so close to any other teammates before. To accept this induction into the Hall of Fame, I would have to accept it along with all my teammates. Our team was all about teamwork, unselfishness, so with that being said, I would definitely not be standing here without my teammates. We pushed each other to great extremes, which led to our success. With 4 E8 appearances and 2 championships came with a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, and memories that I'll never forget. Our relationships have been strong from the entire time together on and off the court, and those relationships have continued years after graduation. I have teammates that have turned into best friends, and we're all very close. What I achieved here at UC and the memories created will carry on me for the rest of my life. So I'd like to thank everyone again, and that this is a huge honor.
I have to say, a little extra proud moment for me because I got to cover Devin her whole high school and college career when I anchored sports. So congratulations, Devin. At this time, could we please have Utica College softball head coach Pat Minio join me on stage to help present our third inductee.
My name is Patrick Minio. I am the head softball coach at Utica College. I've been here for 15 years. In 2015, I became the first full-time head coach at Utica. It is my honor to induct Bridgette Bubbles Plummer into the Pioneer Hall of Fame. Bridgette almost didn't come to Utica College. I chased her around the countryside since she was a freshman, asking her, what grade you in this year, what grade you in this year? Her good friend and my good friend, Ed Wackman, actually said to her, you know, why don't you look at Utica? He really wants you. So she came here, she looked, she really liked the school, and she was getting ready to deposit when I get a telephone call. I don't remember if it was from her mother or from Ed, saying that Bridgette don't know if she wants to come to Utica. I called her mom up. I said, can you and Bridgette come up, or you and your family come up, and I will personally take you around the city of Utica and show you that this is a very nice place to live, and to go to school. I took her down Genesee Street. I took her over the Parkway. I even took her up to the Eagle, okay? I wanted her to see all of the good parts of Utica, and it wasn't too long after that that she deposited. She did have 40 RBIs in her freshman year on a team that really didn't play really well, but she brought a winning spirit to our team, and then we began to work our way back to being the team that we were supposed to be. I think our first year with her, we were 13-27, and I remember going to Coach Spartano and saying, you know, what do you think? And he goes, well, you know, I thought things went well, and I said, I didn't. So from that point on, we started to get better. We started to put a winning program together. We strung 2 winning seasons together. I think in 2012 we were like 22-17, but we finished last in the conference. In 2013, I thought we had a pretty good team. We came back from Florida, we had done really well down there, and we go to Elmira and we get swept. I go, oh my God, how can this happen? We had a team meeting, and it was the meeting from hell. I thought, oh my God, this team will never play again. But Bridgette sat down, she talked with some of her players, actually right outside afterwards, and we talked afterwards, and that's when we started to go. The team gelled. They all got together, and we won, and we won, and we won, and we won. And before you know it, we are on top in the Empire 8. We swept Utica that year. We were just on a roll, and the kids were great, and Bridgette was our leader. And you had to be around her to know her, okay? She had one-liners all the time. She had a career batting average of .353. She had a fielding average of 98.1. She was just an outstanding ball player. In her 4 years at Utica College, she never batted under 300. She was a 4-time all-conference pick. 1 year, I believe, in her second year, she was a all-regions player. In her 4-year career, she had 193 career hits with 538 career at-bats, which is a school record. So in Bridgette's senior season, she batted .327, she had 16 home runs, and drove in 31 runs. At this time, I want to welcome Bridgette Plummer to the stage.
Wow, what an honor to be inducted. I was definitely not expecting this. It really is amazing to be honored tonight along with all these other incredible pioneers. With that being said, congratulations to Andrew, to Devin, and to the entire men's hockey team. I'd like to start by thanking my coaches here at UC, Coach Minio and Coach Olson. The program you built here helped me become the person I am today. You went out of your way to help me feel at home here, and you supported me on and off the field. You pushed me to be better every time I stepped out of the dugout, and I was a better player because of it. I'd like to thank all my teammates over the years who helped me and supported me. The memories we made over my 4 years here, I will treasure for the rest of my life, and I would not be here without any of you. The people I'd like to thank the most tonight are my family. Mom and Dad, thank you for giving up every weekend to watch me play. From the road trips to the ribbons, you were always there to be my cheerleaders and keep me humble when I needed it. You sacrificed so much for me over the years to follow my dreams of playing college softball, and I will be forever grateful that you did. To my sister Katie, thank you for sharing my love for the game and for always supporting me in everything I do. And to Ed, who started as my coach and remains part of my family, thank you for seeing the potential in me when I was a 12-year-old who didn't know what side of the plate she hit from, and thank you for standing by me every day since. In my 4 years here, I found the tools I needed to grow, not only as an athlete, but as an individual. The friends I made here and the experiences I had are ones that I will not soon forget. The moments that stand out most for me came at the end of my senior season. Sitting in the Pioneer Pub with all of my teammates, hearing our at-large bid be announced, knowing it meant our season wasn't over, and my fellow seniors and I would put that uniform back on just one more time. That rush of excitement is a moment in time I will carry with me for the rest of my days. Thank you to Utica College for everything you do for your athletes. I had a wonderful experience playing here, and I know I wasn't the only one. Thank you again.
Congratulations, Bridgette. And now for our final induction, could we please have men's hockey coach Gary Heenan on the stage to present our team induction.
I'm Gary Heenan, head hockey coach at Utica College. It is my honor to induct the 2013 men's hockey team into the Pioneer Hall of Fame. coming off of 2001, starting the program. In 2005, we won our first regular season championship. We got into some flat times. We had some good years, but certainly the 2009-10 year, we were kind of at our lowest point, and it was a time when the program needed flipped. We kind of had some flat spots and coming off a real tough year, and Mike Levine said, we need to upgrade our talent base, we need to upgrade our size, and we did that. We brought in a huge class, and these guys kind of set the tone for where our program is today. This group was such a unique group. You're really looking at guys from Long Island, New York City, Jersey area. You're looking at a contingent from British Columbia. And then there's kind of that upstate New York group. And then you got some outliers from San Antonio, Texas, and from the tip of Quebec and the tip of French-speaking Ontario. And within that, you had the guys that could dance across a ballroom floor, and you had guys that would put their head through a wall for you. And it was our challenge to bring a group from all over the place, into the Utica Odd, in here on campus, and get them to believe in each other. And they did that. It was a group captained by Evan Schlanda, who's a 6'4", soft presence, kind of says things when he really wants to say it. And the assistant captain was John Gaffney, who was kind of the sergeant at arms, never let you get out of line, which was funny enough because do as I say, not as I do. He was the guy I was always trying to keep in line, and probably our administrators know the best. Certainly successful in the classroom. These guys are all living unbelievable lives right now. It's great to see the marriages and the guys having kids. And we came together at the right moment. We certainly had some superstars in this group. You don't get to the Frozen Four without them. But the support cast was always there. And not only was that your freshman or sophomore guys, we had some seniors that didn't play a lot of games that year. And those were guys that just honked the right way, always had our back. And just bought in and understood that it was about winning championships and winning hockey games. And I think what's really special about Utica College hockey is the atmosphere at the Odd. And if you go down and you talk to some of these Zamboni drivers that have been around, and security personnel, and some of our fans, they will tell you that the loudest that building has ever been was when we were down 2-0, and we came back and won 3-2 against Bowdoin, a historic, really a national powerhouse. In the quarterfinal game here at the Utica Memorial Auditorium. And it was the most emotional I've ever been as a coach coming off that ice. We kind of knew that we had arrived as a program, and it was a real special moment for not only us, but certainly the college and the fans. And again, to their credit, they all came together, and did some real special things. And the league awards piled up, the All-Americans piled up, the conference awards piled up with Players of the Year and all conference awards, and getting on that bus and traveling up to the Frozen Four to Lake Placid. People meeting us at the Odd to wish us well on the bus, and even after the heartbreaking loss to the eventual national champion, it was amazing to see people waiting for us when the bus arrived at the auditorium, just to kind of applaud the season that we had. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage all the members of the 2013 Frozen Four men's hockey team.
Well, thanks to Coach Heenan for stealing my whole speech before I got up here. That was good. First of all, good evening, everyone. First off, I'd like to congratulate the other inductees tonight, Andrew, Devin, and Bridgette. It's an honor to be included in this special group along with the other members of our team that could attend tonight. When Coach Heenan first let me know about the honor we'd be receiving here tonight, the turnaround time from all the guys were incredible. As you may know, players from our team come from all parts of North America, and to have most of the group here tonight is very special. From hearing all the guys talk about stories before we got here tonight was unbelievable. About a week after receiving the news, I got a text from Coach asking if it's okay to give a speech. I said, of course, and instantly started thinking about what do I say about a great group. When I started thinking about it, I couldn't think of our record that year, where we were ranked. I mean, we were 21-6-1 and number 5 in the nation, or who had the most goals and assists. The first thought was all about the great times we had as a team that year. The reason for our success, I believe, is the bond formed between the whole group, from the incoming freshmen to the seniors started with the 6 a.m. workouts right here in the gym that you guys are all sitting in tonight, to the preseason on ice, the bag skates during the season, the video sessions with Coach Heaton, which I could have been worse than the 6 a.m. workouts, at least for most of us up here tonight. And mostly the time spent together day in and day out, both on and off the ice. To be the first group in Utica men's hockey history to bring the program to a bid NCAA tournament and also to make it the Frozen Four was a great accomplishment. I feel like our accomplishments that season really pushed the program forward to another step, and I hope the teams in the future continue to do the same. We had a great season 2012-2013. Some of the highlights: big wins over Oswego, who was ranked number 2, beating Hobart 2 out of 3, and 1 loss coming in overtime. They were ranked in the top 5 in the polls at that time. The one game I'd love to touch on, which Coach Heenan already stole my thunder, is the NCAA quarterfinal game against Bowdoin at the Odd. Going down early in the game 2-0 after the first, there was no panic in our group. We know what we had to do in order to succeed that night. To overcome the first period adversity, the crowd was crazy that night at the Odd. I never heard it as loud as it was. Felt like every time we had the puck cross over the Bowdoin blue line, fans came to their feet for something ready to happen. We ended up completing the comeback that night 4-2. This was just an addition to our great season. Next up was Lake Placid, where we eventually met the champion Wisconsin Eau Claire. What a great experience it was for us to be there. I remember when we pulled in that night and dropped off our equipment there at the 1980 rink. It was the first day, we saw our UC grads, all the alumni were there to greet us and wish us the best in our upcoming games. After all we've been through as a team, to have everyone back here tonight is very special. A lot of us are still in contact to this day from each other, attending each other's weddings and other life events. Goes to show how close this group really was this year. Thank you for having us here tonight, and I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're joined tonight by an extraordinary group of senior student athletes. From overcoming adversity to standing tall in both victory and defeat, they are a remarkable class of athletes and, even more importantly, a remarkable group of people. We would like to take this opportunity tonight to recognize these men and women for their amazing and inspiring contributions to campus. At this time, could we please have all of the head coaches come stand beside the stage as I announce the senior student athletes on your team. Please join me on the stage. So first, line up here, and when I call your name, coaches, come on up. As for the senior student athletes, when I announce your name, please join us on stage to be recognized. And if you could, please hold your applause until the last name of each team is called. We would appreciate it. Coaches, come on up. Line up right in front, please. Now. Yes, I'm talking to you, Gary. Come on, Dave. We got everybody? Okay. Okay, we're going to start with field hockey and head coach Nikki Kiefer. Natalie Capriglione, Carly Tebow, Jessica Belt, Riley Meelan, Madison Babbitts, Maria Orsino, and Paige Mapley. Men's cross country, track and field, head coach Eric Parker. Nick Ashton, Lucas Becker, Dan Block, Josh Meckel, Liam Rogers, Tyler Sutton, Tyler Wright, Quayre Bull, Dan Alfeo, Jason Bingay, Kevin Jamji, Ramir Logan, Markel Lewis, Brendan Moore, Nick Proper, Ulysses Sepulveda, Edward Yaboa, and Jordan Smith. He's got to get the picture and come back up. Yeah. Women's cross country, track and field, head coach Eric Parker. Renee Lewis, Janessa McCabe, Maggie Reed, Nicole Herringshaw, Carly Tebow, Brooke Catalano, Madison Nash, Caitlin Phillips, Alexis Albano, Brittany Charlone, Megan Elia, Emily Fales, Molly Ferguson, Michelle Rodriguez Mendez, and Nikki Zizzo. Men's soccer, head coach Brian Marcantonio. Alex Purcell, Julian Fonseca, Paul Mitchell, Calvin Menz, Luke Tantillo, Enoch Bunyan, Jordan Smith, Connor Nolte, and Andrew Ryak. Women's soccer, head coach Eileen Blumenauer. Gabrielle Esposito, Annalisa McPhee, Abby Riley, Jenna Meza, Brooke Catalano, and Jessica Levy. Jess Levy? I did. Again? And Jess Levy. I did say your name, didn't I? Okay. I thought I said your name. Oh, cool. Football, head coach Blaise Fagiano. Paul Litvak, Josh Connor, Amani Vincent, Destin Smart, Zach Steele, Matt McCoy, Dylan Sekaterski, Matt Stone, Malcolm Stowe, Kevin Cesari, Connor Smith, Kendall Hicks, Mike Curcarito, I was corrected, Dan Busold, Brendan Jones, Patrick Gagan, Nick Falzone, Mike Furman, Zaire Woodard, and Vinny Alloy.
Wait, you got more seniors next year?
More than this?
30.
Whew. Volleyball, head coach Eris Bird, Nicole Herringshaw, Hannah Voss, Miranda Stockbridge, and Marissa Ferroni. It's got to be the biggest group of seniors I've done yet. Yeah. Men's basketball head coach Sean Coffey, Justin Mayers, and Tyler Jolly. Women's basketball head coach Michelle Davis, Nicole Herringshaw, Cortland Jepson, Brianna Florian, Elena Cormier, and Christina Perez. I know. Oh, she's got to get the picture. Yeah. Men's hockey, head coach Gary Heenan, Sean Lynch, Zach Borsoy, Justin Derlago, and Greg Burmaster.
Hi, Sean. Congratulations. Morris, congratulations. We're going to take a picture. We're going to take a picture.
Women's hockey, head coach Dave Clausen, Noelle Capriglione, Colby Begas, Taylor Dion, Kayla Dion, Danielle Hosbeek, Kirsten Johnson, and Elizabeth Donor. Swim and dive and water polo, head coach Aaron Knight. Garrett Bortiatinsky, TJ Telekamp, Ashley Flint, Lara McNamara, Michaelin Winkler, Nyla Sloan, and Alicia Kelly. They're used to going through the water. Men's lacrosse, head coach Mike Parnell. Harrison Bauer, Tyler Jacinta, Craig DeSanto, Nick Horn, and John Hanlon. Women's lacrosse, head coach Kristen St. Hilaire. Natalie Capriglione, Noelle Capriglione, Caroline Wiley, Katie McDowell, Emily Kurzman, Samantha Marco, Jessica Stein-Hilber, and Caitlin Scarpinella. Softball, head coach Pat Minio. Renee Deresh, Haley Fredericks, and Nicole Rice.
You're gonna cry, that's unusual.
And finally, the baseball team is currently competing in the Empire 8 Championships, but we would, of course, like to recognize their senior class as well. So head coach Joe Malazzo, along with Jalen Smith, Mark Spina, Jacob Gaborio, Tim Quinlan, Charles McAllister, Thomas Gilio, Christian Tiffin, Kiernan Briggs, Kyle George, Christopher DeGia, Mike Canino, Ryan Palmer, and Chris Ramsendar. One more time, a round of applause for all of our senior student athletes. At this time, we would like to recognize this year's Kiwanis Senior Student Athlete Award winners. This award is given to the most outstanding male and female student athletes based on performance in the classroom, community involvement, and athletic accomplishments. A panel of coaches and administrators from Utica College voted and selected the best suitable female and male athlete. As I call your name, would you please come to the stage to accept your award? This year's Female Kiwanis Award winner is a senior at the UC women's soccer team, Jenna Meza. Jenna helped guide UC to the 2018 Conference Championship match. She's a two-time Empire 8 All-Conference selection and recorded 22 career points, including 16 goals and 6 assists. Jenna is a health studies physical therapy major and has been recognized as an Empire 8 President's List honoree for her efforts in the classroom. Congratulations, Jenna. The 2019 Kiwanis Senior Student Athlete Male Award winner is Malcolm Stowe of the Utica College football team. Malcolm graduates as the program's all-time leading rusher with 1,963 yards. He's the first player in program history to rush for over 1,000 yards in a single season. He was part of a 2 bowl-bound teams in 4 years, including a 2018 Scotty Whitelaw Bowl championship. Malcolm was an all-conference pick this past year and was also named the program's Offensive Player of the Year. Congratulations, Malcolm. Tonight's second award presentation is also the athletic department's newest award. The Greg Roberts Senior Athlete Award was endowed in 2014 in honor of Greg Roberts, a longtime Utica College athletic department employee who passed away in 2013. The Greg Roberts Award is given annually to a male and female senior athlete, student athlete that best exemplifies what Greg Roberts stood for: hard work, unselfishness, loyalty, and passion for Utica College athletics. We've welcomed Donna Roberts, Greg's wife, to the stage now to help hand out the 6th Annual Greg Roberts Award. A panel of coaches and administrators selected 4 student athletes for the Greg Roberts Award. As I announce your name, would you please come forward to accept the award? This year's first male Greg Roberts Award winner was a 2-sport athlete at Utica College on the football and men's tennis teams, Paul Litvak. Paul is a 2-time Empire 8 Sportsmanship Award winner for men's tennis. He was a backup quarterback on the football team for 4 years and led Utica tennis in singles and doubles victories over the course of the last 2 years. He was part of 2 bowl-bound football teams in 4 years, and he is also a Utica College student ambassador in the admissions office. The second male award winner of the Greg Roberts Award is men's cross country and track student athlete Tyler Wright. Tyler will graduate with a degree in chemistry. He was the 2015 Empire 8 Conference Rookie of the Year, and he is a multiple-time all-conference selection for the Pioneers. He helped guide Utica to the 2018 Empire 8 Cross Country Championship, and he was a top 20 finisher at the EA Championships all 4 years. He was also a 2-time Empire 8 champion in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. It's getting late, I'm sorry. Well, late for me. This year's first female Greg Roberts Award winner was a 3-sport athlete on the volleyball, women's basketball, and track and field teams, Nicole Herringshaw. Nicole holds the UC school record in the javelin throw and is a two-time Empire 8 champion in the javelin. She was a 2018 Empire 8 All-Conference selection in volleyball and finished her career ranked second all-time with 882 career kills. She also played center for 2 seasons on the women's basketball team. Congratulations, Nicole. Our second female Greg Roberts Award winner is water polo goalie Michaelin Winkler. Winkler is a 2018 Collegiate Water Polo Association All-American Honorable Mention. She's the program's all-time leader with 695 career saves. This past season, she was named the top goalie in the East region. Winkler was also a standout in the classroom, earning CWPA Scholarship Athlete honors. At this time, we would like to honor the 2019 Richard Dick Miller Award recipients. Now, since 1987, the Dick Miller Award has been presented annually to deserving male and female student athletes. Recipients are chosen by a panel of coaches and administrators on the basis of demonstrated character, community involvement, and athletic accomplishments. These athletes represent what Dick Miller stood for: courage, perseverance, integrity, and the spirit of competition. These two-year student athletes will be honored as the Dick Miller Award winners. As I announce your name, please come forward to accept your award. This year's male award winner is senior business major Greg Burmaster of the men's hockey team. Greg, a native of Clinton, New York, served as the captain of the 2019 men's hockey team and was named to All-Conference First Team this past season. He scored 72 points in just 2 seasons for the Pioneers. He helped guide the Pioneers to the 2018 UCHC tournament title. This past season, he tied the program record for total points in a season with 46. The co-holder of that record is Pioneer Hall of Famer Jimmy Sokol. Congratulations. The female recipient of the Dick Miller Award is senior Nicole Rice from the Utica College softball team. Nicole recently became just the 3rd player in program history to eclipse 200 career hits. She was the 2018 Empire 8 Conference Co-Player of the Year, and she was a 4-time Empire 8 All-Conference selection. She was named First Team All-Region in 2018 and helped guide Utica to 2 Empire 8 Conference tournament appearances. Congratulations, Nicole. And now for tonight's final Senior Student Athlete Award. The Jim Doc Spartano Outstanding Senior Athlete Award was established 8 years ago to recognize senior athletes who have consistently exhibited the educational goals of Utica College: teamwork, leadership, loyalty, perseverance, and sportsmanship. The goals are the foundation on which Jim Spartano built his Hall of Fame career as an athletic director and coach here at Utica College. The selection committee has chosen 2 individuals as the recipients of this award. Of course, as I announce your name, would you please come forward to accept your award? This year's Jim Spartano Male Award winner is Tim Quinlan of the UC baseball team. Now, unfortunately, Tim could not be with us tonight because he's currently competing at the Empire 8 Championship. Quinlan was a 4-year starter for the Pioneers, and he's the program's all-time leader in career hits and doubles. He was a 4-time Empire 8 All-Conference selection. Tim's also successful in the classroom as a health studies physical therapy major. We wish him the best. And the female award recipient of the Jim Spartano Award is field hockey standout Riley Meelan. Riley is a public relations major here at Utica College from nearby Clinton, New York. She wrapped up her career ranked 5th all-time with 97 career points and 43 career goals. She was a 2-time Empire 8 All-Conference First-Team selection and a 2-time National Field Hockey Coaches Association All-Region selection. Riley recently participated in the National Field Hockey Coaches Association Senior All-Star Game. I would like to now welcome back to the stage senior 3-sport athlete Nicole Herring-Shaw. She will give the keynote remarks on behalf of the graduating senior athletes.
Thank you. I am truly honored to be able to speak on behalf of the senior class. First off, I would like to say thank you to Dave Fontaine and the rest of the athletic department, my coaches from each of the teams that I've been so lucky to be a part of, our athletic trainers, the school counselors, my teammates, and of course, my brothers and my parents. Also, I would like to congratulate all of the Hall of Fame inductees, the award winners of tonight, and all of the senior class. We have all had such a large impact, not only on the team that we have been a part of, but also on Utica College as a whole. Being a pioneer has been something that has changed my life completely. Although I am not too far from home, an hour to Syracuse, coming here and being a part of an amazing experience has been something wonderful. As afraid as I may have been, being on an athletic team made this transition fun and easy. Over the last 4 years, I am sure each of us has had our ups and downs, whether it came to injuries, our performances, school, or just life in general. But we were all able to push through, and here we are today. But we didn't have to push through these hard times alone. Our teammates, coaches, and fans have been there for us when we didn't think things could get better. They pulled us off the ground and back on our feet. These people were also there for us when we were on cloud 9 and didn't have a worry in the world, when things were going just the way that we wanted them to go. This connection that we built between teammates and our coaches is something that we remember for the rest of our lives. But Utica College didn't just give us a chance to continue to play the sports that we fell in love with. It also allowed us to become the people who are ready to take on the next step in our life after completing 4, maybe even 5 years of schooling. Utica has been the place where we made the wrong choices at the wrong times. We did things that we shouldn't have, and we wish that we could go back and do them differently. But because we can't, we had to learn from these mistakes. Every time we did something wrong or it didn't go our way, we needed to learn and figure out how to change our approach towards reaching our goals. Utica is also the place where we made the right choices. We realized that we had to put aside temporary fun in order to achieve a more lasting success. As we enter life after college, these tools that we have learned to use will differentiate us from the rest. I have no doubt in my mind that each and every one of us will go on to be successful because that is what Utica College has taught us to strive for. Now, going out there and finding our dream job or figuring out where we want to go won't be easy, but we'll always have the support from our coaches and our teammates to be there for us. Nothing will compare to the feeling of being able to play the sport that you love with the friends that would do anything for you. But graduating and moving on to our next steps in life might come in close second. Again, it was truly an honor to represent the senior class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. It's now my pleasure to introduce the president of Utica College, Dr. Laura Casamento.
Thank you, Jason. So I just want to tell a few of my sports stories from this year. One, I try to go to 1 or 2 home games of every team. It doesn't always work out, but I try. So, and I also try to go to postseason if I can. And this year I was able to go watch the football team win in the ECAC, right? Besides your win, I remember how cold it was, but I was very fortunate to be up in the box at Cornell. But I had to share the box with everyone from Utica. So I understand the whole sportsmanship thing, right? But when we went ahead, I'm jumping up and down and I'm screaming, and they're looking at me like, what is going on? And I said, oh my gosh, you're playing great too. But I was so thrilled. That was really fun. And I only made it to 1 women's lacrosse game, and I'm going to blame that on Coach St. Hilaire. It's my fault too. It was the only home game you lost, and she told me I had to stay away after that, and it worked out. What a great season, right? It's great. And you know, we have a lot of members of our Board of Trustees here tonight, and they are great supporters of our athletic programs. In fact, today we were doing a strategic planning exercise, and all of the members of the trustees, the board, they were given these yellow sticky notes, and they had to talk about the future. And they had to talk about, you know, where do you see Utica College in 3 to 5 years? Like, what's that one thing that's going to set us apart? And one trustee wrote, when the men's or women's hockey program wins a Frozen Four. So very supportive, very supportive. I'm really pleased to be here and to celebrate the remarkable past and present that is UC Athletics. To all of our graduating senior athletes, congratulations and thank you for representing Utica College so well over these past 4 years. Nicole, you articulated wonderfully what the experience meant to you and your fellow athletes and how proud you were to wear Utica on the front of your jersey. I hope you know how proud we are of all of you. You have exemplified all that we expect from a UC student athlete. You have competed with integrity. You have embraced the values of teamwork and leadership. You have exhibited perseverance, selflessness, and loyalty. You have pushed yourselves and those around you to the outermost limits of your and their abilities. And in doing so, you have brought pride and joy to all members of the UC community. And I cannot possibly express in words how much I'm going to miss watching all of you compete. I know I speak for many others in this room when I say that. To our newest Pioneer Hall of Famers, Andrew, Devin, Bridgette, and our 2012-2013 men's hockey team, I welcome you into a highly selective circle with profound gratitude for your contributions to Utica College in and out of the playing arena. The Utica College community is extraordinarily fortunate to have dedicated student athletes, coaches, and mentors whose drive to excel benefits not only a particular team, but our college as a whole. In closing, I want to congratulate all of you again for this well-deserved recognition. Thanks so much, and go UC.
Thank you, President Casamento. As a final reminder, please join us immediately following tonight's event at the Pioneer Pub in the Strebel Student Center, where we'll host a post-event gathering to continue the great celebration tonight. This concludes our program for this evening. I want to thank all of you for participating, and hopefully you have a wonderful and safe evening, and congratulations once again to our student athletes.